What's up everybody, hello and welcome back to the Guild 3 back here in Brixton. This is a very exciting episode because we are finally going to move a bit away from Brixton. We're going to move our focus a bit more to the Grand City. I think it is time to go into London, into London town. We have everything prepared. We do have the right titles. We are a patrician, a free citizen and a citizen, so that's perfectly fine. We do have the licenses for that. We do have enough business limit. So what we want to do is we want to have finally an inn here in London. For that, also what we need is the next step here of hospitality 2. That means that we can have a tavern. So right now we can only have a public house, hospitality 1, and with 2 we can then go with a tavern, and the inn is then available with number 3, but that's still far away there for us because the title and the cost of itself are a bit too expensive. But let's purchase the hospitality 2. There we have it. We have now the tavern, with that the ability to have wheat beer and strong beer as well as points of of wares that we can actually produce, and beautiful London town that we have here in front of us. Now we just need to find a suitable location. I already found that there's a public house here in this part of London. So over here we do have, well, no public house as far as I can see. Oh, there is one now. Okay, so there is one, but there was a spot, I'm pretty sure, where there was nothing, and I think this is the one. Yeah, so there is nothing here. Over here, this is kind of like, I think, the main city. There definitely has to be a public house here or something, because this is looking rather big, but there is nothing here, so that's a good thing. There is no public house here in the, I think, in the main area of the whole thing. So we have either this one here or this one here, where we can decide where we want to place it. This one here has a direct connection, but there is no, as far as I can see, no big market here. There's a smaller market here. This is much bigger here from by the looks of it, so there are more people. There are lots of people here, so lots of dynasties, that is. But there is a public house, that's the bad thing. And here, yeah, here nothing is. So let's go over here, public house and tavern. We can build the tavern right away, so it doesn't really cost us that much more. And with this one here, a drop in the bucket. Let's just choose a fitting name. The Emperor's Nose. The Merry Mug, that sounds good. And yeah, as we can see now, we can build it. So we just need to find a suitable location beside the cathedral. There we also have the city hall, the castle. So it is a prominent location here. Unfortunately, there's nothing here, but here, look at that. There's so many people coming out and into that, so the tavern here might make sense. Or we have it over here beside the market. Yeah, I think this is a good spot here, just where we have the market. We could have our big grand inn. It's a bit far away though from Brixton. Yes, and there we have it now. The Bumpy Goose, it's actually called. Also a fine name. It's a very good location. It's far away from Brixton, but that's not a big deal. Here we have then, you know, right away the castle. We have the city hall. We have cathedral here. So the city hall is rather good because it's close to where I got my offices. Lots of building, and the most important thing, this road here is really busy. There is the central Tower of London market here. Lots of people, and there is the entrance right away, which goes then to different towns there of the map. So that's a pretty good location. As we can see, lots of people on the streets here when we zoom in this bustling town. So I think this is a good location there for our first tavern that we have. Of course, we can build other taverns then later, and I think we will do that as well. Let's go back to Brixton. Actually, what I'm doing here is I'm selling a bit of the wheat that we had in surplus there from the croft over here before we started with the sheep. So there we have now the sheep. All of them are working on that. We have enough water. We have quite enough of barley here as well. So in that case, let's have this one there working for the sheep as well. This croft here, which is only producing barley and water for our other croft, is doing fine. So we don't need to do anything here, even though I think we're producing a bit too much barley, in my opinion. So what we could do, since barley, well, yeah, it does sell as well. We could have a second transporter, or we could just say to this transporter here that is going with the sheep, how much storage does she actually have there? Let's go to her and have a look. She's got 3 storages ready, right? So that's a good thing. We can have 2 of them reserved for the sheep. That's fine. And 1 of them goes with the barley. And let's just say we sell, yeah, let's actually have 20 for now and see how it goes. We can produce it and we sell it then here in Watford Market. So that's fine. And she's doing that now. Actually, she's going back again. That is not good. And look where the Watford market is. This is the market where sheep is the most expensive. In the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around here. There's a quarry up there. Let's have a look again. Is sheep really good here? South Thame market buys it now the best. So that's 162 for the sheep. How much is it here?
Off we go.
162 as well. Okay, that's fine. So it's both of it, but it's really far away from the whole thing. So let's rather choose the other one.
Someone has turned the citizens.
Oh, and my building has finished. That's good.
I am the master.
Right, let's not choose the Watford here, but let's rather choose then South Thames, North Thames, Old Saxon Market. Let's go with the South Thames Market. That is rather close again. Brixton. That's actually our town, so that's fine. For now it's fine. Actually it's not, because it's too close. So that's the thing. South Thames, do we have another one? Maidstone would be another South Thames Market. Let's go with that for now, because I don't want it to have it too close, otherwise we could drain resources way too quickly here. That's that. Valking can go with another wheat. We still have yeah, we still have quite a lot of that as well. And yeah, we actually need to go to our new tavern, that is. Let's have a look. The Bumpy Goose, there it is, in all its glory, a tavern building. A beautiful building here, especially when the sun is shining upon it. And this one is now going to be our money maker here. So first of all, let's go with higher productivity. Oh, we have 33,000 right now. I need to look up what's making us so much money there. Building security. Let's also have that here since we're in London. Let's have a bit of disease protection there. You can't never go wrong with that. Fire protection for sure. There will be sabotage in here. And workers. Oh, and there we have another trial here. Broke the bones in Maidstone. And the punishment. We don't know what the punishment in this one is. So it's that one there. Right, and he pays 23 coin. And let's go with the worker here, and we can even go with another worker there. So we have 5 workers now, and let's have a look. Strong beer, there we have it. So that's the one. Weak beer is 260, strong beer is 319, and wheat beer is 384. But it costs a bit more here as well. The old Roman market sells is for 6. 84 and 20 of that is the wheat again. Now what we could do here, let's first hire a transporter. Another rather fat one. Let's get the workers. 5 of them. And in this case here, let's look up what's really good here. So of course we want to stay with alcohol there for a bit. Strong beer is looking rather fine, so we could sell that for quite a handsome sum. We only need some barley. That is the spirit of wine though. That could be a bit more expensive, but it's should be fine. What is the closest market that we have here? That's the Tower of London market. So Beatrice, let's create that route here. Tower of London market is fine. And then back again to the Bumpy Goose, our tavern. And in the Tower of London, we need to purchase a bit of alcohol. We need to purchase a bit of... Okay, for the strong beer, it is actually the barley. So the wheat beer, of course, has the wheat. But the wheat beer, I think... Oh, the wheat beer is more expensive. Yeah, and cheaper as well, what I can see here. Yeah, let's go with the wheat beer. So we go with wheat beer, wheat, alcohol, and blackberries. Because that's also very cheap. Right, so this is that. Tower of London. There we go with wheat, alcohol, and blackberries. Right, but we do need wheat the most, and 20 is probably also quite harsh there because it's a very short distance. And let's have 5 alcohol then. Alcohol is really expensive there as well, and the blackberries, 5 of it. And we are going to sell all of that then, or well, unload it then at our inn. As much as we have. The problem now is that the transporter can't carry 3 goods at once. So in that case here, what we will need to do is Beatrice here. We're going to send her to the market and hopefully we can purchase something here. I mean, it's a really bad weather out here, right? There we have it. And let's look up a cart. If we have something here, no cart. Horse, riding horse, no horse. a bag. Okay, there's really nothing here. We need to look up where we have those goods. Okay, because there are no markets on the map that sell either the bag or the horse or the cart, we will have to go for a second transporter. So one is active here already, and with the add-on we can go with another transporter here. Right, so this will cost us additional money, of course, because we need to hire another transporter, but unfortunately it's the only way that we can do that right now. So this route here doesn't have the blackberries now in here. Only the wheat and the alcohol. So this is being saved then. Right, this is being saved. So this transporter is on that route, and this transporter here is creating a new route with the Tower of London and then our inn, the Bumpy Goose. And here we don't go for the blackberries. In that case, let's have 5 as well. So we still need to keep the ratio there. Perhaps she's getting a horse or a cart there somehow magically, like the other transporter, and then it's fine. Oh, right. So that was the blackberry here. Right. So we have 2 transporters now working on that, and all of them here, they can now start with the wheat beer.
It won't stay fresh forever. I'm thirsty. What will it be?
Right. So that's 5 of them. Quite a lot. She's already doing it now. Both of them are now on the way, to and fro. Very good, rather close. And we'll just watch them, and at some point they perhaps have done the horse. And it's rather close distance here anyway, so a horse isn't really important. But having an additional storage space, that might be something that would be important. But yeah, that's that. Now, what is she doing actually? I think she's stuck. She's buying and selling it. Did I make a mistake here on this trade route there? I hope not. Nope. Looking good. But for some reason she's just selling it then right away again. I think she's stuck there.
Nearly there already. We won't start.
Right, let's go back there, and now you can start on the route.
Off we go. Where to?
Okay, so she's going back to the market now. Beatrice, 16. She's not really smart. At 16, it seems. Purchasing the goods there. And she's stuck. Okay, so Beatrice really doesn't want to do that. The other one is doing fine, though. So I think let's get rid of Beatrice and try it then once again with someone else. Right, so Winifred. You look a bit more like the type of it. Winifred, Tower of London. This is totally right here, so there shouldn't be any problem with that. Let's go. The other one is doing fine too. She's purchasing it, or he's purchasing it, and then he's stuck as well. So this is very strange here right now. No idea why they're doing this. Tower of London. Oh! Oh! It goes to the I forgot to use the Bumpy Goose here. That's my mistake then. Now it's working. Right, so it wasn't a bug after all. Poor Beatrice, she's now on the streets there. Doesn't know what to do. Alright, but yeah, now he's on the way. Or is it a she? Winifred? Yeah, it's a she actually. It's a female, no idea. Now we got it, very nice, and wheat beer is now in production. And we can then use it on the front store right away and sell it. So hopefully that is making us a bit of money there now in this tavern. The Bumpy Goose is working now. Let's go back.
What's up?
We have a bit of money there on the side. So the nobleman would be our next goal that we would need to reach there. So let's, first of all, let's go home.
Yes, sir.
Because we still need to try and produce offspring there. And since we have a bit of money there, let's choose one of our older daughters. So we have Martha here. And we can send her now to school there. To a school of London for 5,000. And then we have Gwendolyn there as well. No, that's our wife. Marissa, you can also go to school. Oh, that is really expensive when you have so many of them. Right, Marissa and the other one. I got so many daughters, I don't even remember their names.
Here I am.
Alright, let's try to produce offspring. We are 37 already. Gwendolyn is 29. So hopefully we can do something here. How is this one looking? This is fine. Sheep are being produced en masse. So we really have lots of that. We also have lots of barley, unfortunately, but we're selling it now too, the barley. Oh, and it's a beautiful winter day here in London. Graphics are really nice, and yeah, we are entering a later stage of the game. Still, all the dynasties are active, and the game still really runs smoothly there. So we have over here quite a lot of them. In the city, more buildings appear now, and our tavern, how's the tavern looking? Wheat beer is being produced, but look at that, it's really slow, the way it is being produced.
Someone has turned the
So yeah, we are really capping there with the alcohol, the wheat and the blackberries. Can we have another productivity? Nope, productivity is at its maximum there already. We might let our Gwendolyn work here, and our daughters, right? This one here can actually be worked on our daughters then. That's fine. So we got some free workforce then. Oh, and look at that, the wheat beer sells for 570 and is being sold right away. Now that is definitely worth it then. Holy smokes. That's a lot of money. It's being sold right away. Look at that, 1,150. Really nice. So we are making a good amount of money there with this tavern already. And I cannot wait to make more with it. Can we go with the interior of it? Can repair it. Can hire a henchman. This one here then defends the building. But it seems to be fine so far. So both of them are, but they're definitely getting two more. And look at that, one of the transporters, or both of them have now additional storage. So bye bye Winifred.
We won't stop.
Sorry for that. And Daphne here now, she is on the trade route. This one here getting also the blackberries. Fine. Right, but in this case here, since we are getting so much of it, let's just say 2 alcohol there. And 6. Someone is fighting here close by. 4 wheat and 2 blackberries, because otherwise we just really get too much of it. And there she's on her way. Where's the fighting? Is it on my tavern? Nope, it's not.
Someone has turned the citizens against you.
Oh man, we are making a lot of money here.
Someone has turned the citizens
That is really incredible, because we're selling the wheat beer right away as well. Really fine, all of them work, but they work very slowly. So of course they all started level 1 and still need to level up there. That is something we need to do, or that we need to wait for. And once our daughters are obviously of age, we can then use them as well. So actually, yeah, let's try to produce offspring again. I've given up on the son, to be honest. I don't think they will actually see the day when this is happening.
Dinner time.
This one here is not looking fine actually. Why? What's the case here? Angela, she's getting the alcohol, and I think we need to get more alcohol here, yeah. Because otherwise we're not producing enough. And add-on wise, can we go with... Nope, cannot do that. But alcohol, the weak beer. We need more alcohol on this trade route here. So we say +8. And +8 on the barley there as well. Right, so that's fine. Now that we're making so much cash, it's incredible how much we actually make. Was it successful? No, she's not pregnant. She's in her 30s now. It's getting a bit late then. Yeah, we need to bribe an official. Can we kind of like bribe the highest one that we have? So we are here in a market reef. I want to go up to the mayor. Can I apply for the mayor? No, I need a higher title. Let's see. Perhaps I can actually go with it, because we can... No, we need influence. We need to be quick about it if I want to reach that. So Kirsten here.
Beautiful day today, isn't it?
Can I kind of like Kirsten try and bribe her? There she is.
Cheese on toast.
That's actually the highest one, the sovereign, and she's got a nice armor there as well. Let's have a look at her.
Nice to see you.
She's the sovereign. Nice armor there, a plate mail. Otherwise, she's not really looking pompous or something like that. She has level 7. So I wish this game would be a bit more strict than on the stats and stuff. It seems like the AI is not really working all the time, you know. Like, she must be, as a sovereign, really powerful and rich, and for some reason she's not purchasing anything, like any armor, any weapons. Probably doesn't even have a good household there. And she's only a squire, you know. She's not even in the nobles there as a sovereign. So this is not really working out that far. Gotta say that. In the guild too, I remember that the AI was really aggressive. They pushed you and they really expanded quickly. Here we don't see that often. There is this one is a dynasty house there. We can see some enemies, or, well, opponents looking around, but they're not really building anything in the city, you know. I'm definitely not the fastest, and I already have a building in the city. How's our herbal hut looking? Do we do anything here? No, we are not. We need water.
I would like.
He's going for some water there. Other than that, we have lots of herb tea though in store, so Roderick here is delivering the mixed herbs for that.
Yes.
And I think, oh yeah, we have bribed someone, but in that case here, we still don't have enough influence. We could now send someone on a long distance journey.
I'm hurrying.
This one's really interesting. The cogs of bureaucracy sometimes grind very slowly. Fortunately, there is always an underpaid official who will oil the wheels for you for a few coin. This will help you gain influence. Cost me 20,000, but gives me 3,800 influence. We can do that. Let's do that, and let's go to the city hall and do that. Pay the 20,000. You know, so it's an investment into the future, and we get lots of influence out of it. We can then purchase the next title right away. Gwendolyn, she is just stuck at home there. We could use her, and with every dynasty member she could work around the clock. So Gwendolyn, I think we might move her so she can work now in the public house. Let's get rid of one of them here. So Mabel, let's let her finish it. Thank you for producing weak beer for me, Mabel. See ya. And Gwendolyn is now going over there. Right, so it's enough. The time for tending to the children all the time is over. We're now going here to the public house. And Valken is bribing the officials in the meantime. So there she is. And she can now produce weak beer for me. And she can do that around the clock. That's the cool thing. So having so many daughters actually is quite useful. Because we can send all of them then to my workstations there. I just hope that Valken lives long enough, you know, so that at some point we might actually see a son. That's that. We do have now quite a lot of influence, so we could go now with the nobleman here. Patrician, henchman, nepotism. This one unlocks the nepotism. Noblemen aren't quite up the rank of the nobility, but are superior to the patricians. They are therefore acknowledged by the aristocracy families in the region and are occasionally invited to the festivities. Let's go with the nobleman there as well.
Congratulations. Thanks to your relentless pursuit of wealth,
Nepotism has been unlocked. It is legal in London. Alright, so we can now send Gwendolyn, for example, into one of the offices. First of all, oh no, I cannot apply for mayor anymore. God damn it, that was really close. There's nothing open here right now, but now I could apply then Gwendolyn as well for one of the offices. But yeah, that's probably on the next day then when this opens up again. Application opens 1419. Really, we just missed it by a few hours there. I think this counts for all of them, right? Oh no, tomorrow the next one opens for the city legate. This one here, or the treasurer. This sounds more interesting. Right, but then we can go for those again. We just missed it by a few hours, unfortunately. But this is fine now here, so we can go back. Actually, Valken, while you're here, let's boost the tavern there. Drive the workers.
That won't take long.
Here. Oh yeah, look at that. Wheat is building up. It's just building up way too quickly here. The only thing that's not building up that much is alcohol. But in that case, I need to reduce it even more so. So only 2 wheat, only 1 alcohol, and only 1 lavender. And even that might be over the top there, so we'll just see how much we really go for here. But it's really selling. The moment we produce it, it's the moment we sell it right away. And Valken still has so much wheat in there, we might actually need to sell that as well. The old Roman market, no, the South Thames market buys it for 20 coin. So yeah, you could also be a trader. We could actually look at that as well, the trading of different markets there, trying to make some profit out of this one here. Money-wise, yeah, it's fine, but we are pretty low at the moment actually. That is of course because we got the title there. With the title, I did not open up a new business limit, nope.
I'm a bit busy right now.
So, push it. Push them, that is. That's it. Good. And let's go to that market to sell it. That's that. Some 560 coin there. It's fine. And let's get back home. Why? Because we still need to try and produce some babies there. Gwendolyn is working in the tavern.
They won't stay fresh forever.
As we can see, even in the night. And she can also go home again. Because we need to try that with the children there. But yeah, we're pretty good on the way there. Next tile would be the squire. That's a bit far away though, because now we can focus on that. And I'm actually also thinking of getting rid of the herpat there and getting another tavern then in London town. But we'll see about that. Stay tuned.